Greetings. This is Skyler Saunders seeing what's current. A few things on the docket tonight, and today, wherever you may be. I have to get into the top story. Sean Casey, aka DJ Envy, he could be in trouble. He could be arrested if he does not produce these specific documents that this court appointed official is asking for. He could possibly get his hands in the cold steel of justice. Those Tiffany bracelets could be around his wrists. Salute to Rick James. He's in here. Respect to you. Appreciate it, sir. Hope you can tell your girlfriend and your friends and everything like that about my show. Just don't tell too many people. Don't tell everybody. Just tell 2 or 3 people. That's it. You already know how it goes. Anyway, Rashawn Casey, otherwise known as DJ Envy. I'm gonna call him Rashawn Casey. I'm gonna call him Casey. Okay, great. I got you, Rick James. I got you. But I'm probably not gonna be vulgar because I try not to be vulgar anyway. Sometimes I slip up and I say a word here and there, but I try not to use offensive or vulgar language or street language or blue humor or toilet talk or anything of the names that you can say. But getting to this point, he has to provide the specific documents by January 8th or it's over. He could be arrested. His plane is already on descent into the water. Like it's going down already. It's not even like he's on the rise. He is not on the rise. And then what does he say? I'm a victim. I'm a victim of Cesar Pina. And Pina's firing back. He wasn't a victim. He was an investor. He was with me. He was with me on the investor for the seminars. So who's telling who? I say they're both liars. Allegedly. I don't even know if that can be used against me. I'm not gonna say something like that because they got court system on them. Pina's already, I think, locked up now, or he was bailed out. I'm not sure exactly where he is, but I know he was taken in. But Rashawn Casey wasn't, and he already missed a deadline for the 28th of November. That already passed. He was supposed to send them materials in regard to the case already. But yeah, so it's not looking good. He can say all he wants. He can be the donkey of the day every day. His own, buddy, his own pal, Charlamagne the God, could be saying that he could be the donkey of the day. What's his name? I'm trying to remember his name. Charlamagne. Always forget it. What's his real name? Leonard McKelvey. Leonard. I was thinking something Kelvey, something. Okay, so he just is laying back, watching. What's gonna happen? Is my buddy gonna get out of here? He's not. He probably doesn't care. He can probably move up to his own show on by himself. What was he on, the Daily Show? He was on the Daily Show doing hosting duties. Rick James is saying he should bail him out. I don't think so. I don't think he should bail him out. I want to see him in handcuffs. I want to see him in prison, in jail for defrauding people. It was a suit that was brought up against him. Let me see. It is from a article from Hip Hop DX. Quote: his claims were made in a legal filing seeking to dismiss a lawsuit against him from 2 of Pina's investors, Anthony Barone and Anthony Martini, who said the duo defrauded them out of $1.5 million over an apartment complex that never materialized. I said, God damn. Earlier than that, it says in August, quote, the Breakfast Club co-host claimed to have lost $500,000 on a project with Cesar Pina and his wife, Jennifer, to renovate and reposition a former school into an apartment building. It gets messy, child. That's what we say in the haterverse. It gets messy, child. So, Rashawn Casey, he's running. He's going to definitely have to get his affairs in order, as they say. Get all his ducks in a row. Get on his square, or else he's going to jail. This is like that. And I didn't mean that as an approximation, because it's not going to be just jail. It's going to be prison. Where's Pina right now? Cesar Pina. Cesar Pina. He was charged with wire fraud. I'm just saying if he was released. He's an accused scammer, they said. Accused scammer. This is crazy. Yeah, so this is from the Daily Beast. From today. Bankruptcy judge to DJ Envy. Turnover docs or face possible arrest. Subpoena power. Pause. That sounds weird. It says here, a New Jersey bankruptcy judge has issued an ultimatum to popular radio host DJ Envy in a case involving his criminally charged business associate. Comply with the subpoena or face possible arrest. That's what we're talking about right now. Cesar Pina, I still haven't found where is he? It's part of his real estate business, warehouse. It's spelled WHAIRHOUSE. Which filed for bankruptcy 11 months ago, actually. It says here that a lawyer for Pina's, I don't know if they meant to say Pina, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. An attorney for Rashawn Casey, who recently switched legal representation, also did not respond. Let me see. Yeah, so there's that. Prosecutors still allege that Pina promised clients a 10 to 45% return. Woo! Within 5 months of investing in his portfolio. That was already shady. That's a big amount. 20 to 45%. That's almost half. That's almost a half of what you invest. Jesus. Then he allegedly engaged in a Ponzi-like scheme wherein he commingled victim investors' money and used victim investors' investments to pay off prior investors and cover personal expenditures. Okay. So I think he still is locked up. It says that Pina denied any claims of wrongdoing, saying in October 24th Instagram Live that Rashawn Casey was never in the room during the deals. They call me Cesar Madoff. It's crazy, he said. That's what it's looking like. You're a real small timer for comparing yourself to the dead, the finally dead Bernie Madoff. Rick James says, "How can someone fall for the fraud?" Shaking my head. If they fall for the fraud, then that's their problem, not GM. Well, I think it is Rashawn Casey's problem. It's definitely his problem if he's involved. If he is in fact, unable to or unwilling to give up these documents, then that's definitely a sign that he's possibly or allegedly going to be, brought to justice. and he should be. He should be brought to justice if those documents aren't in proper order. He's got he's got everything punctuated. Everything has a comma. And you make sure he has all those documents together. No printer streaks. Nothing like that. Can't have that. That's what you have to have for that case. Rick James says they should release their documents to the public. Well, I don't know about that. I'm not a man of wisdom, experience, or knowledge to know that. I don't know what is proper, but I can say right now, possibly. Why not? Why not send it to the public? I mean, it's a public case. It's out in the open now. It's nothing. What is there to hide? What are you hiding? I would say yes. Yeah, they should. They should release the documents to the public. Actually, I think they have. Let me make 100% sure with the story I just read. I think they got some kind of documentation. Or maybe not. Okay, I might be wrong. But that's what it is right now. I mean, Sean Casey, he's definitely taking L's. He's taking serious L's, and like he's going into work. I haven't listened to the Breakfast Club since I think 2016. I used to listen to it while I was working at the Veterans Affairs Medical Center. I call it the VA. And I would just listen to the songs and listen to them go back and forth. They had the Freaky Friday and they had the Rebecca Black song and Katy Perry, and they would do that. That was entertaining. But now it's a totally different game. They switched up. They got the thrones, and that they sit at. They weren't thinking about having thrones. I don't think I might be mistaken, but I don't think they had no thrones with Angela Yee. When Angela Yee was around there, I don't think she had a throne. She wasn't a queen sitting on a throne, at that time. So they kind of like do that's like a sneak diss to me. That's like, we're gonna show you, you shouldn't be riding with us. You shouldn't be on your own. But she was smart enough to get out right ahead of time. But she could get caught up too. And hell, maybe even McKelvey, Leonard McKelvey, allegedly couldn't have someone connected to him. He already has, cases allegedly of misconduct and sexual, assault, allegedly. So that's what I'm saying. That's basically what the purpose is of being in this entertainment world. Get as much money as you can and get out, I guess. It's like, but people do slimy, shady, slick shit. That's what I can use the word shit. I mean, come on. But people do all that kind of shady shit, like Cesar Pina allegedly, and it just gets goofy. It gets really weird and off base, and everything that seems to be clicking just falters and dies, and withers up on the vine. I was always questioning that. I don't know why. I'm not some psychic. I'm not some know-it-all. I'm not some I'm not some seer. I'm not some great mind. To say that I know what's going to happen. But the way that Rashawn Casey was explaining himself like years ago about his real estate business, he would just be like, "Yeah, I was able to get this is what I remembered. I could be wrong, but he was like saying how he was able to get his cars because he has a car collection based off of his real estate business." So I was just like, okay, I see what you're going there. You can do that. That's legitimate. People can make up businesses that could give them the power to say that they're within range of getting vehicles and furnishing their homes and different things like that. But it just seemed kind of goofy to me how he promoted it, and now he says he's a victim. Okay, Cesar Pina saying like, "Nah, man, you was there too." In one part, he's saying you weren't. He wasn't in the room. Then he said, he's not a victim. It's very goofy. It's goofy like a movie. Very goofy. It's weird. Because all this time he was building up his empire, or quote unquote empire, I should say. His radio career. He had problems with his wife. Getting into different, entanglements, allegedly. So it's just a weird space to be in. I think because of Rashawn Casey's ability on the mic, the fact that he's been on for so long, I don't think it's based on his talent. I just think it's based on his connections. He's not that, witty and everything like that. He follows people's questions. He goes, oh, okay, great. And what'd you do after that? Like, he doesn't have that much spark and vitality that is required of somebody that should master a microphone. That's just my opinion. Little McKelvey, similar. Yeah, I do respect his donkey of the day. Sometimes they're pretty funny. I remember laughing, during my morning grind when I was cooking pot. Not cooking. I wasn't cooking anything. I was washing pots. I was cleaning pans. and I heard, donkey of the day. That. I remember that. So I gotta give him credit for that. But otherwise, I think he's gonna be flying solo. I really do. I don't think he's gonna have a co-host, or he's gonna have a co-host, to fill in. He's gonna fill in for Rashawn Casey. Leonard McKelvey's gonna have, a tough time. He's probably gonna go through it. Knowing that his partner, his radio buddy, is not going to be on the air anymore. If he does not provide these specific documents, if that does not warrant anything other than him being taken in, it's definitely something that is a problem, something that should be faced, something that should be looked at. Big big. Salute to you. Thank you for chiming in. Where's that donation? And speaking of donations, let me do a quick rundown of my sponsors. First and foremost, make sure you go to it's up here. It's blocked. Damn it to hell. All right, go to LifeStrongApparel.com. That's all I can say. Go to LifeStrongApparel.com. That's what I said. That's what Pang, my friend, my good buddy for years, almost 2 decades now. We've been friends. He's yet to send me his products. I'm waiting for him, waiting patiently for him. He's got to send them one day, but I can promote the website. The website looks beautiful. It looks great. It looks excellent. So go to LifeStrongApparel.com. Also, subscribe to B Jackson. That's BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube.com. He's got chicken and beer. That's all you need. But he's got more. He's cooking other things. He's talking to the camera. He's having a good time. So definitely check him out. He's a sponsor. He's got a blue wrench. So I appreciate him. Also, another huge subscriber, Spirit Smooth Tunes, SPIRITSMOOTHTUNES on YouTube.com. Tell them Skyler Saunders sent you. Same thing with B Jackson. Tell them I sent you. Okay? And also check out .focus_, just one underscore. It's DOTFOCUS_. Twitch, it's twitch.tv/.focus_. Okay? I'll make sure I get my paying sponsors Yeah. Sexy time. That's funny. So we have a yeah, salute Big Cuh Big. I love that name. That's a great name. Big Cuh Big. It's great. That's great. I like that. But anyway, we have to ride on Rashawn Casey. We gotta ride on him. Got to. He's earned it. One time called by Mr. Choice Star Terrain. I'm not even gonna bring him into it. He'll be like, "Oh, leave me out. I'm not even into this." But he's like, "It's not even about me." That's what he'll say. But Rashawn Casey, has been going through it personally and professionally, and it's like that cliche: chicken come home to roost. You send the chickens out, you send them out just like that. Now they're coming back for you, coming home to roost. And it's like you put it out there in the world. Now it's all coming back on you. Now the walls are literally probably of the buildings crumbling down because they probably weren't didn't receive great ratings by the companies that were insuring them or things like that. So that's what's so goofy about all of this. It's just goofy. It's weird. Rashawn Casey had every opportunity. He had the November 28th opportunity to say, "Hey, look here's everything I know. I don't know. I don't have any bad blood. I don't have any problems." Here's something I'm looking at right now. It goes, DJ Envy, or Rashawn Casey, of the popular radio show The Breakfast Club, could be arrested if he doesn't disclose documents to a bankruptcy trustee in charge of his former business partner, Cesar Pina's companies. That's according to a federal judge's new ruling. So there's a pay. I'll link to it. Let me see if it will go. You can read it for yourself. You can read it all by yourself. You can read it too. It's not giving me. I'm part of the show. What are you talking about? Well, link. It didn't link. What the hell? See, this is all messed up. Hold on. Let me reset this. Oh wait, I can't reload. But if you copy and paste that, you should be all right. Sorry, I meant to send that to my girlfriend. Okay. Okay, I see you with the Billy Joel lyrics. I know that was intended for your girlfriend. I understand. But yeah, this is not play time. This isn't hip hop nonsense and bullshit, and the same run the track and let's listen to some trap music and ski. This is not. It's not ski time for Rashawn Casey. It could be Pound Town. Oh man, I don't mean to be graphic. He could be arrested. He could go to the big house. There's plenty of booty warriors in the big house. Plenty of them in there waiting for some fresh young meat. So that's a tender, light skin, young flesh, ready to be devoured. Ooh no, ooh. So, Sean Casey, and you're almost out of there. I'm almost like he's out of there. We got him. Can't say we got him. Can't say he's out of there. He better be combing through his documents, combing through his files. He's combing through his thumb drive, his Google Docs. All that has to be in order. He's got time. He's got what was it? 3 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that. January 8th. That's the deadline. So that's how goofy it is. It's very goofy. So, Sean Casey, my God. My God, I'm an atheist, but my God. Ran these companies into the ground. Everything's all sweet. That's the weirdest thing about life itself anyway. Everything is sweet in the beginning. Everything is sweet. Very rarely are things, what's tough at the beginning? Legitimate businesses. Legitimate businesses are hard to take after, hard to, Okay, I see Rick James. You can respect him. That's fine. I don't. I never. After he said something about who, somebody that I respect, and saying he took his job. What? What? We took. I no. He didn't just say I took on his job. I took his power. How? He took your power. What? Well, if you want to say that, we can say that, Rick James. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm not going to repeat it. But it's very underhanded, but businesses that are legitimate, starting basements, starting garages, start, very, grassroots, very, modest and humble, but they don't stay that way. That's the beauty of it. Apple, Google, Microsoft, and a whole slew of others, they raise up, they create, they build, they innovate, and they stay strong, even through all the bullshit they have to go through, the lawsuits, the litigation, the antitrust laws, all of that. They still have to go through all that, but they know for a fact that they're in the right. They're doing the right thing. They're doing a service to themselves, and in turn, helping out other people. That's what's so important. Well, I appreciate that, Rick James, but I don't have the clout. I'm a dinghy. He's in a yacht. I have a fast dinghy. It moves pretty quickly. It's got a good motor on it, but I'm in a dinghy. A dinghy's a different, animal, different beast than a yacht. Just being truthful, just being honest. Like I said, I'm fast though. I'm pretty fast on the draw. I'm good. I think I have a good product. I have a good standing. No side chicks. I don't. The closest thing I want is that room right there where I'm talking to you. That's as close as I want to get, because that's how I communicate with people that give me money. First and foremost, I don't need a sidekick. I don't need a phone system. I don't need to interview anybody. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to do a Zoom call. I don't need to do any of that. I just want to just get on this mic and crack this mic and this video stream and have it replayed over and over again. I got 4 people in there. I got 4 likes. I'm liking it. I'm not mad. 3 people in here, 4 likes. But it was 4 people. Rick James, the blue. No more blue room. No, not even the blue room. It's Cowboys room until something changes. There was a close call one day. Three people with 5 likes. All right. There's a close call one day. I'll talk about that on another occasion. Rick James, everyone quiet in the room today, or what? Or what? Let's see some 1-ups. Yeah. Okay. Let's see some thumbs. Let's see those thumbs up. Everybody, thumbs up. Okay. So I'm done with Rashawn Casey. He's got to live his life. I'm not going to dump on him just to dump on him. I'm just going to say, hey, if you don't get it in order, you know what happens to you. You know what happens to you. You know what the deal is. See, Rick James, you got the white fist. You got the white thumbs up. That's why I'm thinking you're a white man or you're a black man. I can't tell. But that's what I have to say for that. Billy, yeah, hey, BS already in the building. That's all. That's the name I give him. I'm not gonna block him. I'm not gonna send him in timeout. But I will start my next segment, and I will try to make a smooth transition. Okay, so this is funny. This is weird. Hip hop. They're asking on hot new hip hop. They have a lengthy article talking about, is hip hop dead? My question is hip hop still on the respirator? Because it's still alive. It's very much alive. And it goes to the people that they have posted, the people that make up who I think are the ones that are the most prolific, most consistent, and the most righteous within the game. I see Drake or Drizzy. Drizzy's got the money. Kendrick Lamar or K-Dot has the power. And Cole or J. Cole has the respect. They are the biggest ones. The biggest genre in the world, hip hop, is being swallowed up. All right, salute to Hite. People coming in the room. 5 people. We rolling. I'm not mad. Everybody coming in and hear this word. This good word. You got to get this good word. That's what we used to say from Mr. Terrain. We got to get that good word. 6 people in here, so I need 6 likes. About the algorithm. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in anything, outside the boundaries of this universe. But the closest thing that I can pray to is the algorithm. The algorithm knows all. It is the all-seeing eye. It is the knowledgeable, information center of all of our times and everything that we do. All right, so I gotta get back to this. Hip hop getting swallowed up. Yes, it has most of the share of the pie, the chart, the pie chart. In some publications, other publications is different. But rap, hip hop, even R&B is even lumped into it. And R&B hasn't been the same since I say maybe 2010, maybe even earlier. Hip hop, has transformed the landscape so much, and we have to realize about the Arbitron ratings, and we have to understand about the Billboard charts and different things like that, and the point system, the system that goes like that. But I argue that's important. That's obviously a factor. The money is obviously a factor. I'm not denying that, but it has to be the artistry as well. It has to link up. You gotta have the goods. You gotta have enough weight. You gotta have enough work in order to supply the fiends, music listeners, I guess you can say. Rick James says hip hop lost its edge after Snoopy Dogg did drop it like you're hot. Wow, you got away with words, Rick James. I gotta say that much. You got away with words. That's all I can say. All right, I got my 6 likes. 3 people in here with 6 likes. I'm not mad. Feeling it. All right, so like I said, people like Hite, you can definitely promote whatever businesses you have or anything like that. Let that be known. So I'm appreciative of that. But hip hop is on a respirator. Even with big songs like Ski Yee, which was named the #1 song of the year by some publications. And Sexy Red, her vulgar, raunchy, ratchet, songs. Now I see 7 likes too, Rick James. Now I see 7 likes. We need to have 70,000 likes at least. But I like Sexy Red. I really like her domineering presence. She doesn't have the best flow. But she has wording that hits home. That really is strong. She has really strong content. So I have to give her that much. But there's so many different avenues for people to get money. That's the point. If you want to get money, don't go into hip hop. Don't go into hip hop. At one point there was a time where it's like, yeah, that's a viable occupation, and we go. But in today's world, if you try to go in hip hop and you don't have a charisma, or I'm not even gonna say what they say with the R word with charisma, but if you don't have charisma, you don't have a hot song, you don't have a hook, you don't have something like that, you don't have a tight album, your food, you're gonna be eaten up. You'll be eaten up by the sharks, and they're gonna see blood in the water, and then they're gonna attack you. It's gonna be a mess. So just realize what it means to be a complete artist in this era, where the question is hip hop dead? Nas said, not even as a hold one moment, please. One moment. Hey, Nay. Yeah, I called you. I tried to call you. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think you're right. I'm sorry. Pardon me. Yes, you're right. You're telling the truth. It's a fact. He didn't say anything back to me yet. He just said is that's the end of the conversation. I just asked what time it was. What time is good for you? Let me see. These are my exact words. I said, "Season's greetings, bro. We're planning on going to the Christmas house. Let me know your schedule. Thanks." Yeah, he said, "Yo, bro, are you free tomorrow night to go to the Christmas house?" And I just asked him what time is good for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. See, that's the stuff I wasn't thinking of. I'm silly. Can they hear me? I want to say stupid. They can't hear me. I'm silly. I'm silly. Silly. Silly Uncle Skyler. All right, so I'm just waiting on it, to call me. He'll probably send a message in the next few hours or so, or I might call him. I'll see what happens. I heard a little bit of what she was saying. I'm doing a show. No, it's all right. I didn't even. I saw him mute, so it's not like you're on the air. All right. Okay. Merry Christmas. See you. Hel- If you can hear me, say. Let me see. Let me. What is it? Okay. Okay. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? All right. So I was saying hip hop is on the respirator. Yes, we're still alive. Yes. Hip hop is on a respirator. It's not dead. Hip hop needs new, fresh blood. That's what it always needs. It needs these new young wolves, 12 to 9. Well, not 12. I don't want to say 12. I say 17 or 18 to 22. We need these young stories, these new cats. I need my T Grizzlies. I need I need even a Glorilla. I just need a different perspective on what. Oh, I didn't see it. I thought I muted it. All right, so you've been hearing me. All right, so you got the conversation. All right, didn't give away information though. Um, but hip hop is just on a respirator. That's all it is. It's on a respirator. It's definitely on a respirator. It's not dead. It's just dying. It was a good conversation. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for listening in. Um, that's what I think it is about hip hop. The fact that it has lasted 50 years technically with an asterisk. 50 years with an asterisk. Really, it's about maybe 70 or 80 years. Because with bebop and the rhythms and the syncopations and the different time signatures of that jazz movement, it was more like hip hop. Had a hip hop feel to it. So you can call it whatever you want. You can call it rap music, you can call it hip hop music. Of course, there's the 9 different types of hip hop. I'm gonna look for them right now. Hold on. Hold on. 9 elements of hip hop: breakdancing, rapping, graffiti art, DJing, beatboxing, street fashion, street language, street knowledge, and street entrepreneurialism. But this is what I think about hip hop. I think about Eminem, not the rapper, but what it means. Mysticism, because of the idea behind hip hop, the thought that goes into hip hop is usually based in some kind of mystical idea, not science, not reason, not truth, not anything of this world. You how many atheists, devout atheists, can you name in hip hop? There's very few. I think there's like maybe one, like literally maybe like a handful. Most people believe in Allah, God, and some say there's no Allah. So it's very interesting. So that's the breakdown for mysticism. Narcissism. Narcissism is not the best way to be. I disagree with Mr. Troy Star Terrain. I don't think he's a narcissist. I think he says that in play and in jest and not truth. He says that in approximation. Like jail and prison. There's a difference between jail and there's a difference between prison. Um, I think that egoism is the proper way to be. to be egoistic, not egotistic, not egotistical. The T is the difference. The T means that you're a narcissist. That means that you're full of yourself, and you can do no wrong. Even if you do wrong, you say you can do no wrong. Like, you can be full of yourself in that way, and you can and not earn a position, not earn your level of knowledge, your level of wisdom, your level of understanding. So, and then finally, we have mercantilism. And I know it's a big word, and it's kind of long, but it just simply means, in a sense, moving it hand to hand, trading one thing for another. It's not capitalism. Mercantilism is a facet of capitalism in some circumstances, but mercantilism mainly means, the buying and selling of things, the trading of things. That's an aspect of capitalism, but it's not the full idea of it. So it's Rick James says mercantilism is like merchants. It's like definitely like merchants. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. It's the idea that people have the sense that they are given the right, the idea to know better, in business. But that's not a capitalist. A capitalist is somebody that understands that property rights are derived from individual rights, and that the government's sole role is to protect those rights, in which all property is privately owned. That's capitalism, properly. So that's what I think about it. You have to remember Eminem, mysticism, narcissism, and mercantilism. If there was a shift in the culture towards objectivism and other ideals like that, or just objectivism, there would be a groundswell of art that could be new. And I'm okay with hip hop being dead. It's not, the greatest genre. The greatest genre is either the blues or classical music. Those are the two greatest genres. I tend to like the blues in a sense because it has words to it. And if you want to say orchestral or symphonic music, it has, or operatic music, you can say the lady singing, at least you can say that, she's an operatic music. It's a difference. But the blues always is about life. Life is the blues. You can't have life. You can't have the blues without life. You can't have life without the blues. It's like it's like drama. It's got to be something wrong, or you're not. Why am I watching this? Something's got to go wrong. Something's got to be messed up. Something's got to be awful. But it's at the same time, there's a redemption at either the trial of something, the trying of something and failing, or the triumph of something. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's what I like about the blues. And the blues is infused in hip hop. Hip hop has a lot of blues, elements to it. Doesn't have the 12-bar structure. Doesn't have the same, guitar licks all the time. But it definitely has a structure that's, close to and embraces the blues tradition. And again, the blues, just like jazz and rock and roll and hip hop and R&B and soul, all products of the black men and women in America. They created something out of nothing. That's what I like. I created this show out of nothing. That's pretty powerful. That's wonderful, I think. The fact that you can have, the worst of the worst. You can get the Pigfoot and the chitlins and, all that. And you can make it into something that's now considered gourmet. It's now considered, high in eating. They have rags and sweaters with holes in them. They're going for thousands of dollars, and that was like what you would wear if you were a slave. If you were wearing slave clothes, you just wore rags and sheets. Now those rags and sheets are going for $2,000. That's facts. That's what happens. You turn nothing into something. You turn something that's horrible. You turn a coal into a diamond with heat and pressure. That's the heat and pressure of life. So I can't say that hip hop is dead. I can only say it's still on a respirator. And the only way for it to get some jumper cables on its nipples and restart its life is that's what I was thinking of, Rick James. He says just like the artist formerly known as Kanye, Ye's clothing line. Yeah, it's clothing line. Thousands of dollars. He's got holes in it. He's got threadbare. It's thousands of dollars. Gotta love it. So who thinks that hip hop is dead? Because I don't think it's dead. It's not dead. It's on a respirator. It needs to have a spark of life, like I said. These young wolves, these young women and men in the streets. Hopefully, graduating with a degree. Hopefully, have some understanding of geopolitics and an understanding of the world, and still can make something, devastating beats and harsh rhymes and great rhythmic patterns, and let that be a cornerstone, not just the Drizzies and the K Dots and the Coles, which I always say are the big three. They're always the big three: money, power, and respect. Drizzy's got the money, K Dot's got the power, and Cole's got respect. Like I said. Rick James says an erroneous. This must be his opinion, not a fact. He says is 80% dead, 20% still being held down by Eminem and Danny Brown respectively. Well, I wouldn't say the Golden White Boy is holding down the genre. I wouldn't give him that much credit. I'll say he's part of it. He's part of the genre. He's definitely a main source. And this one is interesting about that I was just thinking about the other day. If Vanilla Ice wasn't a one hit, or maybe I think he had 2 hits. Maybe he had another hit beyond Ice Ice Baby, but that's the one that really launched him. That's the one that really launched careers for black people. Really opened up. Not to say that the white man, it's all because of the white man that the black man is able to get it. No, that's not true. I mean, black men were already doing it before him. He just opened up the floodgates. He opened up the gates to be, superstars and megastars and get all this money. He wasn't the best rapper, I'll say that much. But if he just had longevity, if he had, more than just the one hit wonder, if he had actually classic albums like Eminem, if he had actual, ways of conveying himself, that would be, more, powerful for him. But he didn't do it. The same thing with Hammer. You can say Hammer is one of the greatest rappers of all time. That's no question. He should have been invited to every Grammy, every pop music, every Billboard music, every iHeartRadio, hip hop special, everything like that. And I don't think I saw one time MC Hammer, and that's a shame. He's still alive. He's still making money. He gets those commercials sometimes. He's still got money in the bank. I think he's still a pastor somewhere. He's still a minister of a church. I think in the Bay in California. Who's got the best bars in the game right now, sir? Rick James? Who's got the best bars? Danny Brown. Okay, I heard some of Danny Brown's music. I'm feeling Danny Brown too hot. I mean, that just could be me, but I'm not. My thing is, my main thing is, as long as there's coke music, I think we're good. They're talking, it's like that's not even the drug du jour. That's not even the drug of the day. Drug of the day is fentanyl and opioids. I mean, there's a little coke here and a little heroin there, and they all heroin there, and they have the drug bust, and they have millions of dollars of cocaine that wash up on the shores of Miami or something crazy like that. But it's not the drug of choice right now. It's not the main drug. But I still love hip hop that has drug dealers talking about it. If they're talking about fentanyl, then that's cool. But my favorite thing is coke rap, crack rap. That same kind of boom bap, crack rap. That's my favorite kind of, like Griselda, like CMG, Collective Music Gang or Music Group. Yo Gotti and all them is Black Youngster and Griselda, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, West Side Gun, all those cats. Those are the people that are keeping hip hop alive because that's the grimy, dingy, dirty / clean and fresh at the same time, kind of music. It's weird. It's a weird juxtaposition, but it's true. It's very true. So I do appreciate, the fact that there are these people that are still in hip hop, still, enjoying the fact that there is hip hop. Because you have, here are just a few. Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday, For All the Dogs by Drake, Travis Scott's Utopia, Lil Uzi Vert's Pink Tape. Just those three. And then you have, those are albums, but they were number one. And you have, of course, First Person Shooter with J. Cole and Drake. You have Slime You Out with Drake and Cesar. So, he's getting paid. He's getting money. Doja Cat Paint the Town Red. For 3 weeks, it was number one. So hip hop is definitely, doing the charts very well. Rick James said something that I agree with finally. I have 8 likes. Dot focus already. I'm about to get out of here, but I might stay on a little bit longer. I was going to get out of here. So, Rick James says Eminem also reinvented himself and got some good bars now. How? He didn't say now. Yes, thank you very much. I'm not a pimp. I'm a man and a Marine. But I respect you. That's the question they always love asking me. Is Star going live tonight? I have no idea. I think Star, I don't even know. I think he didn't even go on today yet. He might be. I have no clue. I don't know. But I appreciate the question regardless, because I could call him Flex. That's a flex. It's a flex. I could call him a multimillionaire. I got him on, my speed dial. Is there such thing as speed dial anymore? Yeah, he's definitely doing a hate-a-thon. And I don't know if it's all thanks to me, but it could be thanks to me. I might have to pop my collar. But what do you think? What do you think, Doc Focus? Is hip hop dead? I think it's on a respirator. What do you think? It is because of you. Yeah, I put in dollars because I have tremendous respect for him. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't. I don't know where I would be. Honestly, I'd probably be confused. Probably be with a fat bitch. Probably be crying all the time. Probably be confused. Don't know what's going on. Probably still praising Jesus. Oh, okay. That focus now says hip hop has been hijacked. needs to be handed back over to their respective owners. Woo! Those are hard bars. Those are hard bars. Those are some very hard bars. I respect our focus for that. That was the truth. He said it's been hijacked. I still say the respirator. It's on a respirator, and the way to get the life back into it, to get the life saving organs, or the new transplant or something like that. It's going to need these young wolves, these young women and men, that know the streets, that have understanding of what's going on. Doubtful says not everyone selling hip hop is selling watered down emo gangster retard rap. Woo! He's continuing with the bars. I thought Rick James had bars, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, I don't agree with you, but you have bars. You have strong bars. I don't agree with you. I think I like the metaphor of the respirator and the wolves. I guess maybe that's a mixed metaphor, but the respirator and maybe a worthy donor. That's what we need. We need a worthy donor that will jumpstart hip hop's life, because I think that's been going on ever since its inception. Just like everyone knew, everything new is like, oh, that's whack, that's corny, that's stupid. Then after a few whiles, you're like, you're listening to it, and you jamming it in your car. You're like, oh, boom, 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 boom. You're rolling around in your car with it, and you got it banging in there. And some people play hip hop. Some people don't play hip hop in the house. That's just a choice you have to make. I do play hip hop in the house, and I also play rock and roll, jazz, classical. I like soundtracks. This is my favorite thing. I think I like listening to soundtracks more so. That focus says, "LOL." Yes, it's programming. Exactly. It's all in this. It's that's it. It gets in your head. You listen, and this is facts. This is songs I don't even like. Songs that I didn't even like, and that caught my ear years ago. What was that song? Now check then that's getting money like a supposed to be. Getting money like a supposed to be. Oh, hated that song. About the ninth time I heard it, I was like, getting money like a supposed to be. Getting money like a supposed to be. Ooh, just imagine that. I mean, I won't even like listening to it like that. Yeah, exactly. He says another reason why this is most definitely a simulation. This is facts. These are facts. Wait till AI gets a hold of hip hop. It's got a slight touch on hip hop, but it's going to get a stranglehold on hip hop. There's going to be AI rappers, and they're going to get a percentage of the song. There's going to be AI producers, AI rappers. I don't like to call them AI. I like to call them LM, learn machines. But learned machines, or what other people will call AI, artificial intelligence, all that's going to take over hip hop. That's what I think is going to be the new hip hop. That's why I think it's going to be completely different. It's going to be a new wave of machines being on and making beats or making productions and making rhymes, and it's going to be a whole new direction for people to go in or go toward in that fashion. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm not, like I said, I'm no wise man. I'm no force, seer. I'm no seer. I'm no, psychic or anything like that. I'm just a stupid guy on the mic trying to get paid. And while he's in here, I think he's still in here. Let me do his Twitch right now. It's check out .focus his Twitch. It's twitch.tv/DOTFOCUS_. So make sure you check him out. .focus. Salute to you, sir. I truly respect you and appreciate your dollar. Truly. But yeah, so Yeah, hey, I appreciate you. Definitely. This is all true. This is all facts. I don't have time to lie. I have no time to lie. I only tell the truth. Only tell the truth. That's it. Um yeah, so wait till AI gets a hold, or LM. I like learn machine. I don't like artificial intelligence. I like learn machine because there's no inner intelligence except humanity, human intelligence. And you could argue, oh, there's animals that can communicate with sign language, and the dolphins that we were just talking about yesterday are smart, and whatever. I don't even have a clue on that. Our orcas. Orcas are nasty bitches. Them whales is nasty. They'll run into a ship. They'll circle a seal and launch them in the air with, with their tails. They're nasty. There's some mean bullies. They're the top of the food chain in the water on oceans. They're at the top of the food chain. Orcas, not sharks. Orca. Killer whales. They earn their title. Killer whales. They're at the top of the food chain. Just to give you a brief instance. Learn machines. Learn machines are going to take over hip hop, and they're going to make sure hip hop's alive for another 50 years or another 80 years or however long it is. I mean, they point to that after school / birthday party that Cool Herc DJ Cool Herc threw in 1973, but it could be older than that in certain circumstances. But I think with learning machines, it's going to be a totally different era. It's going to be a completely different era, completely different, totally different way of looking at life, different way of understanding each other. We're gonna be running each other on the machines. We're gonna transmit ideas, by blinking, and they already have that technology for people that are quadriplegic, or paraplegic, from the arm, they can't use their arms. But there's gonna be information, overload. There's gonna be, so many. There's gonna be slew of rappers, and they're gonna have to vie for the top of the spot. Like it's gonna be like the Hunger Games of hip hop. That's what it's gonna be like. I can see that happening. It's gonna be just like the Hunger Games of hip hop. It's gonna be like people are gonna be, having death matches. It's gonna be a mess. But I think it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful mess. That's just gonna be. Dot Focus says, I believe in the future there will be a system we can tap into while we are all sleeping. Yes. That's if you haven't come up. Okay, he says like you could do a podcast in your sleep if you wanted. That you are not far off from, I think, Philip K. Dick and Isaac Asimov and so many other science fiction / fantasy writers, or Shadow to Paris. Yep, exactly. Through your dreams, through your thoughts, you're going to be in complete possession of them, and you're going to actually do things that are in real life. And this is not just like Freddy Krueger, somebody's going to come and kill you, but you can actually do things in real life that you wouldn't be able to do in your waking hours. I understand I see where you're going, Dot Focus. I see exactly where you're going with that. I know exactly what you mean. Side note, we could be doing it right now. Oh, woo! That he just threw a curveball. He just threw a curveball. Ooh, do we know? Am I asleep right now? Am I awake? No, it's no, those are good points. You got bars tonight, Dot Focus. He said I'm screaming. I don't know if you were maybe you weren't trolling, maybe you were trolling, but you got bars tonight. I gotta give it to you. I gotta give you your credit. You got bars tonight. Not that you don't normally do, but you especially have them tonight. You got them tonight, definitely. No trolling. Okay, so yeah, okay, so you got true bars. Even if there were trolling bars, there were still bars. You're definitely in the top bracket now. Rick James, I don't know what happened to Rick James, but me, you, and Kurt gotta grab some food. Okay. Yeah, we do. We gotta hit something though. We gotta hit a spot somewhere. Steak. You do a steakhouse? You want to do a steakhouse? Brazilian steak over on Christiana. We can do that. When you meet me, you're gonna understand my sense of humor. Okay. No, it comes through with your messages. It does. I truly do think you have, a gift of gab. You got, the mind state, the mentality of it. So I do appreciate it, bro. All that, bro. All that. Yeah, man. So it's real. It's hip hop's on a respirator. Maybe it's a veterinarian. I'll say that. The wolf needs new blood. It needs new blood in its system, or it's gonna die. So see, these other wolves come in. They match its blood type. I guess they have blood types, obviously, right? They're are they mammals or wolves? Man, let me make sure. I don't even know if. Okay, gray wolves are mammals. I don't know about the other mammals. Canids. They're canids. Derived from the word canine. All right, so the wolf is on the respirator, right? And all it needs is some new blood, new wolves to come in. That's what hip hop needs. It just needs new. And to respect the veterans. Respect and honor the veterans, and let these new wolves into these, the arena. Let them come in, teeth bearing, strong willed, not caring. I got something to say, and I'm gonna say it this way. I'm gonna get paid. Didn't mean to rhyme there, but I just did. But you know what I'm saying. It's some kind of flavor to it. It's got to have some kind of meat on its bones. It's got to have something. So when the wolf does come out of whatever state it's in, it's strong, it's built up, and it's ready to go. That's what I think is the truth. All right, so I went for a little over an hour. I appreciate everybody that came in. I'm down to 3 likes. 3 people. It was 4 people. It went up to I think 6 people. I have 8 likes, which is I like very much. No pun intended, or maybe a pun intended. But thank you very much to Rick James. Thank you to Hite. I'm not going to say thank you to BS. Thank you to Big Big. Salute to you. And of course, Mr. Dot Focus. Salute to you. You are a man of stature. You're a scholar and a gentleman. So I appreciate it. Thank you all for watching in rebroadcast land, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, I can't even go out. I'm trying to go out, and then this guy comes in. They do that all the time. They do that all the time. I'm signing off, and then they come in. Abdul Mateen, and I hope I'm saying his name right. I'm just reading exactly how it's spelled. It could Mateen. I'm saying Mateen because it looks like it's spelled. But salute to you, sir, for checking in late while the show's about to go off. But you didn't know it was late, so I'm not gonna fault you for it. I could have came on at any time. So Mateen, whoa. Yeah, my turn. Okay. All right. I got you. I'm doing my team. Do you offer salat? Do you offer to Allah? Do you read the hadith? Do you read the Quran? Now that I'm on, let me go at least to 120 to 520. Now that Abdul's in here. Are you Muslim, Abdul? Maybe he's not responding. If he doesn't respond in 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Rick James still here. Sir, there is a new episode of Sister who worth checking out. We watched it to sleep last night. New episode of Sister? Do you mean Sisters? You mean that Tyler Perry show? What are you talking about? New episode of Sister. Oh, Sister Who's a Nun. Come on now. I don't got time for that cross dressing, I guess transgender. I don't know. That's just not me. I mean, salute to them, respect to them. They should be regarded and respected in every way possible, but I just don't want anything to do with it. That it really makes my stomach hurt. I'm serious. I'm not. It really makes my stomach upset. I'm looking at it. That's just me, though. That I'm not saying that everybody is, but that's just me. Okay, so Abdul didn't return. So salute to Rick James, salute to Abdul Mateen, salute to Hite, salute to Big Big, salute to who else do we have in here? Not BS. Yeah, so that was it in dot focus. So everybody, salute to you. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.